G'day, I'm Paul Murray. Thank you so much for watching Go the Blues, and nice to have your company this evening. If you want to be part of the show at any time, just go searching for us on Facebook, where I'd like to know who do you think's winner and loser of the week. Just go searching for Paul Murray Live. In a moment, quite a few curious things in and around Malcolm Turnbull and Channel 2. But first, I want to introduce you to a member of the New South Wales Upper House. His name is David Shoebridge. You probably haven't heard from him before, so here's what his face looks like. Now, David is a Greens MP. David is one of those people who is interesting to talk to. Occasionally will have good ideas, but he's had an absolute roll gold shocker. Last night, while the State of Origin was being played, there was a domestic violence law that was being debated inside the New South Wales Parliament. This is what he said. I note that we are having this discussion on a night when the State of Origin match is being played. Many women in both New South Wales and Queensland hope their team wins, not because they love rugby league, but because they are concerned about the potential for violence by an angry spouse who has consumed alcohol. He goes on to say we should be mindful of the real impact of domestic violence when we pass such legislation. It has been said that one woman a week loses her life to domestic violence. It is the first part that I want to focus on and focus on heavily. David Shoebridge is ignorant when he says that on nights like State of Origin, women get bashed more often than if the footy isn't on. Now, the truth is that yes, alcohol plays a ridiculously significant part in the abuse of partners. Domestic violence is a scourge on our nation and we must do something about it. But we also must speak in facts. I would like to turn to one of a few reports that I had the chance to have a look at today that actually deals with this very specific question. This is the Domestic Violence Incident Peaks, Seasonal Factors, Calendar Events and Sporting Matches is a title of a report that was handed down by the Australian Domestic and Family Violence Clearinghouse, and as you can see, quote, no correlation between domestic violence figures and major football matches was identified in the Australian data. Once again, can we have a look at it in absolute crystal clear black and white? Once again, the quote please. No evidence in the Australian stats could prove whatsoever the claim that was made by David Shoebridge, one that was stupidly repeated on Twitter and went into the echo chamber of lefty world for some time. It is ignorant, it is offensive, and it is classist. It is something that is trying to suggest that rugby league fans can't handle their liquor and rugby league fans are the ones who are going to end up beating up their wives. That is not true. It trivialises the seriousness of a matter that I know David Shoebridge cares about because he, like me, cares about women. He, like me, he, like you, thinks something must be done. But quite obviously, when you start looking at garbage like that, and you start saying that women hope that New South Wales or Queensland win, not because they want rugby league and not because they want their team, but because they're afraid they'll be bashed if their bloke doesn't get what he wants. The evidence does not back that up. We've spent most of the day trying to find the evidence that specifically suggests the state of origin, not rugby league in general, not sporting matches in general, not week-to-week club football, no, the state of origin between New South Wales and Queensland leads to any discernible increase in domestic violence. I've asked Mr Shoebridge this evening to clarify his statement and to point to specific evidence of that claim. If he can produce it, I'll correct myself on Sunday, but I won't be holding my breath.